and then you slid in her DMs trying to get an interview. Well, like, okay, the last video, LinkedIn, okay, LinkedIn's like the Tinder of getting a job, right? So you want that to be looking good. But when it comes really down to it, they want to know, what can you do, right? Finance family, it's your other brother Adam, Getbags, and it's Friday night, but we're still grinding here with the part 3, how to get a job, building out your project portfolio. All right, so maybe the HR lady is giving you a lot of scrutiny, right? Because you saw her on LinkedIn and she swiped on you, and then you slid in her DMs trying to get an interview. Well, like, okay, the last video, LinkedIn, okay, LinkedIn's like the Tinder of getting a job, right? So you want that to be looking good. But when it comes really down to it, they want to know, what can you do, right? Because you told them about your value adds, but they want to see it for real. So you want to send them your GitHub so they know that you're the real deal. All right, so let's jump straight into this, fam. Go ahead. You got a LinkedIn now. Now you're going to have a GitHub, all right? And now we're going to get these bags. All right, so let's keep it moving right here. So again, this isn't my real GitHub, but this is Adam's Getbags GitHub. And so, it's essentially the same, right? You got your friendly looking profile photo here that's well lit. You got your little description, right? Okay, throw an emoji in there. I don't care. Real talk. Just Google search how to build a project portfolio on GitHub. There's going to be plenty of really great information. Take what you can, but listen, all the computer guys, the devs, they're going to be on GitHub, but the finance people are not going to be on GitHub. So if you have some lit coding projects on your GitHub that have to do with finance, it's going to be easy for you to point to them and say, I've done it. They want to know if you've done it. Well, you can go see, because the link's on my LinkedIn and I'm talking about it on my resume. I got my projects listed there, etc. All right, so all your libraries and repositories are going to be listed here. You can see how much you're posting, but let's just jump straight into this. So interesting thing about GitHub is you can actually host websites on GitHub. So if you have HTML, CSS, JavaScript skills, you can actually host pages. So you can host your actual project portfolio on GitHub for free instead of having to create a website for your own portfolio. But that could be just a quick workaround if you didn't want to do all that website setup. There's instructions how to do that online. But let's jump into a finance type of GitHub here. I have all the code that I post on my YouTube. I have it here so you can just quickly go in and check it out, right? But a lot of GitHub repositories have a README, so you can just come to the README and you can read, what is this library all about? All right, now there's a brief description here about what this project is, how does it work, how do you use it, who would find it useful, and a fun fact you learned. So in your README, you want to explain, what is it, what does this library do, how does it work, and how do I use it? Who would find this useful? And then maybe throw in a fun fact that you learned. This would be similar to if you were listing, projects on a resume. All right, so you can also include like a ton of instructions and documentation inside the README, so that's super helpful. And then you have all of your projects here. So I have a bunch of Python code from videos that I've done in the past. And then you can throw in Excel files in here too. So if you have macros, then you can put them in this repository, right? So you can have VBA stuff in here, you have Python stuff, and you can have any other programming language you want. Oh, look, here's the README at the bottom to make it super convenient and accessible. So, So anyways, you're gonna link your GitHub on your LinkedIn. You can put it on your resume, right? But not everyone's gonna know really what GitHub is. You could put your LinkedIn on the resume. That's how I've got it. I don't want to leave too many links on my resume, but definitely want to send them to my LinkedIn because I think that I'm adding value there. But all of my skills are listed, computer skills are listed on the resume. And so if I ever have to point to anything, provide some evidence, it's here on my GitHub, it's publicly available. And look, I even got some people forking my library here because they want to make my code actually real code.
Bruh.
All right, now you've got your resume, you've got your LinkedIn, and you've got your project portfolio. You're ready to start applying to jobs. All the HR ladies are gonna be loving you, and you're gonna be adding a ton of value, and those offers are gonna be coming in for sure. All right, fam, you have my permission to go and get these bags.